Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing well. As you noticed today, I have something different on for a change since I've been in my exercise clothes every day. And today I wanted to share with you my mixed lentil rice recipe. And this is a very nutritious food because it has lentils, carrots, and dates. So for this actually mixed rice, I've sauteed some onions. As you see, this is like 3 medium onions, and we have 2.5 cups of shredded carrots. I have cut some dates here, about a cup, and we have half a cup of raisin here. So I'm gonna saute the shredded carrots first, and I buy these at the store. They're already shredded. I don't shred them typically myself, but if you have a shredder at home, you could do that. And I had put 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And actually, you don't need to fry them. You just need to saute a little bit. And after you do that, you will add your dates and raisins. At this point, when you do this, if you see that you need more oil, you're more than welcome to add a little bit of more olive oil, which I think I do. I had added half a cup of raisins, but I think it's not enough. So I'm gonna add another half a cup to it. So that will bring it to a total of 1 cup of raisins. You can also use small raisins, but I had the bigger ones in my pantry, and since I don't want to go shopping now and be out, I'm just going to use the bigger one that I have. So these look good. We're going to add some salt and some pepper. And just set this aside. As you see, I have 2 bowls of fried onions. One is a little bit more fried and one is less. I'm going to keep this for later. I'm going to add the onions to this mixture, and I'm going to add generous amount of turmeric again. And as you know, turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties, which is good for us, so don't be afraid to add turmeric. And also that adds a beautiful color to our rice at the end. At the same time, I'm gonna add some saffron to this, and I mix it. Now, this mixture is ready. What I've done before, I cooked 2 cups of lentils in water, and I added some some salt to it, and it's ready. So this is our lentil that it's ready. I'm gonna actually tell you what kind of lentil I use. These are smaller lentils. They're not your typical lentils, and they are a little bit hardier. And we cook this only halfway. You can't cook them too much because you have to put it in the middle of the rice, and they'll be cooked more, and then they will be very mushy. You don't want that. And at this point, I think we're done with our mixture, and I will be back to tell you what to do next. Now we have everything ready here. We have our mix: carrots, onions, raisins, and dates. We have cooked our lentils. These are 3 cups of lentils cooked in 4 cups of water. I put a little bit of turmeric inside of it, and then I prepared this very special spice mix. I have to give the credit to my very good friend Fariba Pakbaz Sohail. This has been in her family for a long time. It has been passed down from her grandmother to her, and I was fortunate that I was able to taste one of her mixed rice, and it tastes amazing, and I give you the recipe for the mix. So we mix 6 tablespoons of ground turmeric, 3 tablespoons of ground cumin, and 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and then 1 teaspoon of powdered saffron. So once you mix all the spices, you actually sift it through this little sifter, and then your spice mix is ready. So now what we do, we want to layer our rice. I have put generous amount of olive oil on the bottom of this pot because we don't want to burn the bottom of the rice, and we want to have a beautiful tahdig, which is that crunchy part of the rice. So what we do is that we get a generous amount of rice, and then we will put, I'm going to use this bigger one, this mixture on the top. We get a large amount of lentils, and what's important is that now you need to mix this really well because you want your crunchy part to have all the ingredients and not be only white rice. All right, and then I'm gonna put my gloves on because turmeric can make your hands orange, and I'm gonna sprinkle the rice with the mixture of the spices, and then we continue layering. So now we've mixed everything together, we layered them, and at the end I just put few dabs of saffron water, like 4 corners of the rice, and we will cook this for about 15 minutes on medium heat, and after the rice starts steaming, you can add some more olive oil and then cook it for another half an hour on a lower heat. The other thing we did here is that we also sauteed a little bit of dates and raisins on the side, and as you remember, we also had some fried onions here. We will keep this at the end when the rice is ready to decorate the top of the rice with what we have right here. So our mixed rice is ready, and after you put it in this beautiful tray, you can put your dates and raisins on the side. For decoration, and some people may like to have more dates and raisin. And then remember we had some fried onion that we had fried a little bit more, that you pour on the top of the rice. Now this dish can be served with chicken. You can make roasted chicken, and if you like some more protein other than lentils, or you can fry some eggs and have it with some eggs, or you can have it with some yogurt. Bon appetit and Nusha John. I'm having my exercise clothes, and I decided to boost my spirit today by dressing up a little bit. Today I want to share with you my...
Keep going.
Dad, don't do that!